What is the difference between a retirement advisor and a financial advisor planner? I'm here with Loren, Merkle, and Chawn Honkomp. And Loren, Chawn, you know the answer to this one.
Yeah, we do. Tom was watching the Online Journey to Retirement workshop, and it sounds like he picked up on the notion that we call ourselves retirement planners. And most people in the industry call themselves financial planners or financial advisors. So what is the difference? We talked about the three phases of retirement, the go-go, the slow-go, and the no-go years. Well, there's also another phase before retirement we call the pre-retirement phase. And that's the phase that we specialize in. That's the phase that we work in, the pre-retirement and the go-go, slow-go, and no-go. The pre-retirement is typically 10 years prior to your planned retirement date. And in that phase, the pre-retirement phase, you are thinking about things way differently than you ever had before. You're starting to think about how do you get the most out of Social Security. You're thinking about what do you do with this pension that you have. You're thinking about this money that you saved in your investments. How do you turn that into income when you retire and make sure you don't run out of income before you run out of time? You're also starting to realize you have a huge tax bill in retirement because most of the savings is pre-tax. It's never been taxed before. Those are all the things that you're thinking about pre-retirement that you've never had to think about before. That's where we specialize, and we build the retirement plans to show people all the answers to all of those different things that they're thinking about. And that's the stuff we were talking about in the Online Journey to Retirement workshop through our hypothetical couple, Chawn and Sue, and showing them their retirement goals and the strategies that they used. That's why we call ourselves a retirement planner. When you're 20 years old, 30 years old, even 40 years old, you're thinking about the world much differently than when you're 10 years out from retirement.
Yeah, and you guys find that a lot of the people that start working with Merkle Retirement Planning worked with maybe a financial advisor who specialized more in investments. But then when they get a little closer to retirement, they realize, oh, investments are great. I've been working really hard on that, but there's a lot more in retirement.
And that's what we all are used to when we first start saving. When we're younger, it's about the investment plan only. We're trying to build and accumulate as much as possible. And that's where about 95% of all the advisors out there focus solely on that investment piece of the plan. Whereas with our process, we've got all those 6 areas that we focus on. So that's a great takeaway, is that not all advisors do the same thing. And a lot of the families and individuals that we start working with have had that experience of working with that investment focused advisor, and then they get to this stage of life and realize it's about much more than just that. It's all 6 areas that we focus on. And then most of them realize that, hey, they're ready for something different. They know they need more out of this relationship. You're looking for more out of that relationship. I just went through this last week, having that first visit, a connection visit with a new individual. She's retired about 1.5 years or so, and she started working with an advisor that was affiliated with her employer. And then now in that time frame, she came to us realizing that she needs to do more. And we had this exact conversation where she realized in the few years of working with that advisor, it's solely been about the investments. And there just really wasn't much they could do for them, because it becomes more transactional. Right, ours is much more process-driven and relationship-driven, where the investment advisors oftentimes is just more transactional. And now she's very interested in everything we do, and we're going to have some further conversations.
Yeah, and Chawn mentioned those 6 areas. Let's take a moment with that, because that's new to a lot of people. A Retire Secure Roadmap, this is the visual representation of a Retire Secure Roadmap. This is what you help people build. And these 6 stops on this beautiful journey to retirement, they are what is included in their detailed written plan.
Stop number 1 is the most important. It is what is on the top of mind of most people thinking about their retirement. It is their lifestyle plan. This is all the fun stuff that they've been thinking about. But shortly after they think about their retirement dreams, they're thinking about how do they pay for those retirement dreams. And that's stop number 2. That's the income stop. And then you have the taxes, the investments, the healthcare, and the legacy piece. All 6 of those comprise of, that's what the Retire Secure Roadmap is comprised of. And it's a proprietary plan that we have built based on the experience over the last 20 years that we have had, allowing people or working with people to make that transition from the pre-retirement world to the retirement world. All of those 6 pillars, those 6 stops along the way, are absolutely pivotal to making sure people can do it with confidence.